You're watching Live Spectrum. Tonight, Meg Doherty and Rose Amongst. And here's your host, Barrie Clissold.
Wow! Welcome to Live at Spectrum, coming to you live from Gippsland, made by Gippsland musicians, supporting Gippsland musicians. We are a really lively bunch in here tonight. Welcome to your audience. How are you all feeling? Feeling real good in here tonight. I hope you all put your clocks forward, by the way, for daylight savings. I know I put my clock forward at around about 5 o'clock this afternoon. So panicked there. I didn't have time to put my suit pants on. I've got my jeans on, feeling real comfortable tonight. Please welcome my very special friend on the microphone, Miss Mel Pollard. Hi, Mel.
G'day.
I'll tell you what, it's happy days for us here at Live at Spectrum. I know if you've been keeping in contact online, you know we've had some fantastic news, but we've actually been awarded a grant, which means that next season we are definitely on for season 4. The grant is from the Pick My Project initiative, so I think we'd like to thank everyone who voted for us in that. And huge congratulations to the entire Live at Spectrum crew who have been doing this pretty much off their own back for the last 3 years. And finally, we're going to get some help with that. So well done to everyone here at Live at Spectrum. Yay! So Mel, we're going to be back here for an entire year. We're going to be friends.
No, I'm seriously excited. Thank you so much to everybody who voted. Beyond excited. I'm just really, really stoked to actually get the chance to get good at this.
Oh, come on. We already love you already. You've got some great friends on the show tonight as well, Mel, which is great. We've got some great acts happening tonight. One in particular is Rose Amongst. How do you feel about that, audience? Yeah. With a great friend of yours on guitar tonight too.
Oh, look, the legend Sandy Clark, him and I mean, we just love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to hug him every time I see him. I can't help it.
Keep your hands to yourself. Don't let him touch the hair either tonight. You know you're precious about your haircut. And also, we've got a great story. We went up to Wombat Road Studios and I spoke to Barrie Clissold. We have reason to believe it is the longest continual running recording studio in all of Victoria. We'll let you rebut that tonight if you like. But when we did the story, we took a photo up there and we had a lot of people online who have wonderful stories and memories from that particular recording studio that's serviced this area for so long now. And you've actually recorded there as well, Mel.
I did.
Got some great memories from that studio?
Love it. Absolutely love it. He's an awesome dude for a start.
Yep.
And the finished product was it blew my mind. So, yeah, very, very thankful. That was my first major recording studio experience. So, very thankful that it was such a positive one.
Right, it's a great story and that'll be coming up shortly in the program. And also, plenty of ways to get in contact tonight. You know, it's the People's Program here on Live at Spectrum. So how are we getting in contact tonight, Mel?
Well, look, if you're watching Facebook, you're already in the right neck of the woods, so that's fantastic. But you can also catch us on Snapchat. Just look up Live at Spectrum or just send us a text on 0411 48977.
Are we on Tinder yet?
If so, swipe right.
No. Right. Look, our first act for tonight, she's just come off a big tour. She's been to Sydney, Mildura, came back into town 2 days ago, and she's here to play for you right now. Please welcome to Live at Spectrum, Meg Doherty.
I sat on the Mississippi, beautifully lit up in the night. I looked around for you, even though I knew you were mid-flight. You were headed back to Nashville, then off to Seattle. I know you can't stay still like I can. So take me back to New Orleans so I can see Tennessee again. You caught my eye on Frenchman, rippled bright red dress, a smile to kill a soldier. You told me you were a mess. With your hands on my hips, doing the two-step, I knew this may be too good to be true. So take me back to New Orleans so I can dance with you. I'll fly you. Melbourne, Sydney, LA, Nashville. I'll see it through. Believe me, I'll get to you. You covered me in sheets in 89 degrees. I lifted them to show you I needed to breathe. With your hands on my stomach, you whispered, let's just solve this. I'll give you exactly what you need. So take me back to New Orleans, where you fix me. I sat on the Mississippi, beautifully lit up in the night. I looked around for you, even though I knew you were mid-flight. Well, this is my latest single. So that one was called Tennessee. I wrote that song in New Orleans, and it's going to be on my next recording. This is from my latest EP, and it's, I'll do it in the right key. It's called Up in Smoke. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it, leave behind all the pain you caused. Up in smoke, I can't hide it, find me a match to burn it all. White dress, blue lace, memories and a flaming veil. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Smoke, baby, smoke. Wrecking ball, midnight calls, I found myself at a newfound low. Hit the bottom at your house, let myself go walkabout. I'm sorry you let me down, apologies mean nothing now. Cause it's up in smoke, I'm gonna light it, leave behind all the pain you caused. Up in smoke, I can't hide it, find me a match to burn it all. White dress, blue lace, memories and a flaming veil. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Smoke, baby, smoke. New house, new car, new shoes, old scars. Some of it, yeah, I wish for back. The rest that you can't keep back. Like your temper and your charm, it's your turn to stay calm. Cause it's up in smoke, I'm gonna light it, leave behind all the pain you caused. Up in smoke, I can't hide it, find me a match to burn it all. White dress, blue lace, memories and a flaming veil. up in smoke. I'm gonna light it. I never really knew it. You walked right through me. I'm free to light up now. 'Cause it's up in smoke. I'm gonna light it, leave behind all the pain you caused. Up in smoke, I can't hide it. Buy me a match to burn it all. White dress, blue lace, memories and a flaming veil. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Up in smoke, I'm gonna light it. Smoke, baby, smoke. Thank you.
Meg Doherty! You're a star. You're a star. But come over this way. We won't have the microphone in front of you.
Okay.
You get the Mr. Squiggle look going on if you've got the microphone. Sorry, you're on. Meg Doherty, how good is that? You're a star.
Oh, thank you.
Do you get told that a bit?
No? My
No, don't ya?
me dad.
Oh, he's a good bloke.
Mum and dad. Yeah. No,
You-
I just do what I do.
You are doing it a lot. You are really, really committed to this performing art. You've just been doing a lot of travel.
Yeah, look, I was doing some songwriting up in Sydney.
Yep.
And look, I've travelled all for my music. I love songwriting. I love going interstate and gigging and getting around this beautiful country. And I feel like it's character building for me as well for my songwriting. So, yeah, I get on the road a lot.
So what was this latest trip to Sydney? And took you over to Mildura as well.
Yeah, I wasn't playing at Mildura Music Festival, but I just went to have a look. I hadn't been in a long time.
Yep.
And yeah, real country.
Yeah.
Yeah, banjo country. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. It was such a great festival. And yeah, but I was songwriting with Luke O'Shea in Cronulla, which was amazing. We wrote a couple of really good songs, so I'm excited to get them recorded.
Righto.
Yeah.
So how does this all start for you? Were you in the cradle, you were goo-goo garing? Or...
Probably. Well, I didn't really speak till I was 5, Mum said.
Okay.
And then when I turned about 8, I wouldn't shut up. So, yeah, I just picked up the guitar. Dad brought a guitar home one day, and I just started playing. And then I'm pretty much self-taught. I taught listening to Tracy Chapman albums. I just copied, what I was hearing and learnt by ear.
Were your parents musical at all?
Dad will say yeah.
Okay.
And he says I got my voice from him, but no. Definitely
No,
not.
right. Okay.
The answer to that is no.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when did you start writing your own songs? That's not something usually you start till
Yeah.
you get your teenage years, you get all angsty and then you want to start letting it all out.
Yeah, well, I used to be real punk.
Oh, yeah.
No, not at all.
All right.
So I was writing jingles and stuff. I was just so into melody, when I was young.
Yep.
I was about 8 and I was writing little jingles. And I look at 8-year-olds now and think, wow, like that's pretty cool. Like, I feel so blessed and so grateful that I've been able to channel all this art and emotion and stuff through music. So,
because you're in the education sector as well and
am.
running your own school in West Gippsland.
Yes.
So how have you got into that field?
well, look, I've always carried music with me. I haven't taught it all my life, but a couple of years ago, I had the midlife crisis, I think, or maybe. It was the making of my life, really, I think. I went and decided to start a school and start teaching what I'd learnt all those years. The beautiful beauty behind learning music is just feel, and I think it's, if you just stay positive and optimistic that you're going to get there with your playing. And, yeah, so I thought I can pass this on because I've just been through so much musically. I can pass this on to kids and adults. I teach adults as well, so if you want some lessons, Brett.
Thank you, that'd be wonderful. Yes, please, especially in songwriting. They're beautiful songs. Are you allowed to share with us what you're actually singing about?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you want to hear it.
Yeah.
So Tennessee, I wrote that. It's quite fictional. It's a song, I just wrote it about like a whirlwind romance in New Orleans.
Oh, lovely.
But my romance in New Orleans was the food. So
okay.
I love the food in New Orleans. So I was there on my own. I did a big solo trip. So Tennessee's more about just, going and getting some
fixing and some, I don't know, I guess I just wrote it, it's a really calming song for me.
Yep.
It feels really natural, and I wrote that, just as a romantic kind of story. And then Up in Smoke is completely opposite. I wrote that after I got divorced.
Righto.
Which led to the trip to the US. Up in Smoke is, the concept is lighting the wedding dress on fire, up in smoke.
Righto.
So, I'm
Did you
not...
do that?
No, because I'm not a psycho, Brett. But, look, I didn't do that, but the thought was there. And I've been told that a lot of women have these burning rituals of their wedding dresses.
Yep.
I think that's a bit aggressive, but, I thought I'm going to take that and put it in a song.
It's a fun way to be social, I guess.
Yeah.
Might as well go somewhere.
Come on for a fire.
You're so personable. I'm sure that you're connecting with people through the cameras tonight. And Mel Pollard's been online talking to people.
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I've just been standing here pretty much. But
Looking pretty.
Michaela has been.
Oh, has she?
Yeah. So that's good, and she's done a really good thing and handed me these cards.
Okay, no worries. We'll get back to you in a minute then, Mel. No problem. Well, you've got to do is drop D'ing right now, I believe, for your next song.
I do.
So I'll let you drop D. Well, also, we should remind people, Mel, that there are ways to get involved tonight by getting in contact with the show via Facebook. And have you got the phone number on you there?
I do. In fact, I know it off by heart.
Oh, yeah. Right, sure. What is it?
It's 04111 48977.
Awesome. Please welcome back to Live at Spectrum the incomparable. Is that, can I say that? Incomparable?
I
That sounds
Who do I
pretty good to
compare
me.
you to?
don't know. I'd like to be compared to Patty Griffin.
Please welcome the comparable Meg Doherty.
Sorry, guys. Alright, this one's called Still Rollin'. It's about living with what you got. I wrote it about being a little bit chunky. I wasn't blessed with a perfect body, but it gets me from A to B. Like a landslide coming down a mountain, a little fast when changing gears. Take after my father's drinking, loose lips and whatever I please. But I got a heart like a diamond that trumps my anarchy. Drive what you got. May not be a Mercedes, I'm more like a Chevrolet lady. Drive, don't you stop. The wheels falling off, but I'm not stolen, yet still rolling. That time I crashed my Corona, not once, more like 5. Took a big hit on a dirt road, lead foot overload. Broke a bone that left me bleeding, had to call the ambulance. I said, hey, I'm doing fine, this ain't the first time. Drive what you got. May not be a Mercedes, I'm more like a Chevrolet lady. Drive, don't you stop. The wheels going off, but I'm not stolen, yet still rolling. I got a million reasons to break down, leave this town, but I'm not leaving this world in a Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Bentley, Rolls Royce, right?
Doherty. Great stuff. Stay. I've got a couple of Meg's releases right here. Beautiful looking cover and artwork, and your clips online are fantastic, by the way, at the minute as well. But I haven't got your latest release on me right now. Was there a problem?
It's sold out. I haven't got any more, which is a good problem to have. But
Absolutely.
They're currently on order. So you can buy them online, pre-order them, and I'll send them to you, or get my team to send them to you.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
That's awesome news. Well, congratulations, because I think that's wonderful that you've sold out. For all your hard work from travelling and everything, just give a hand to Meg, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Been a lot of perseverance. How are we going over there?
Oh, look, I'm really excited myself. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
You guys were comparing hair earlier.
We
You were
were.
really impressed with Mel's hair.
There's no comparison. She's just amazing. Look at
Yeah.
Look, I can't
Thick and lush,
argue
isn't
with
it?
that.
It's just amazing.
It's all true.
Yeah.
I got a message in from Bryce. Once again, producing great artists for Gippsland to view. Well done. I think he's talking about you, Meg. He has to be because A, you're the only one that's been on tonight, and B, you're awesome.
Thanks, mate.
I'm here.
Oh,
Mel?
yeah, look, I know. But,
You've never heard my album, have you? I'll give you a copy. I've got plenty in the car. Sorry, continue.
Jen Asplin from WA has said, congrats on the grant. Thank you, Jen. We're very, very excited.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah, awesome. And the rest are for Wombat Road Studios, so I reckon we might hold on to those for a bit later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
We're going to get straight into that story right now. There's a wonderful opportunity for local artists, in fact, for the last 35 plus years, to record their works up at Wombat Road Studios. Live at Spectrum had the chance to go up and spend some time with Barrie Clissold.
Right. Yeah. I can remember as a kid sort of playing records, the old 78s, had heaps of 78s and stuff, and I was like the DJ, if you like. I used to do that as a kid, sit in the lounge room playing records and pretending I was a DJ.
Was there anyone in particular you had in mind? No. Any DJs you looked up to?
No, not in those days. DJs were just people that worked at radio stations,
It was like every other adolescent boy, was it because you wanted to impress girls as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
How'd you go with that?
Probably not very well. Not as bad, not as good as the band members, that's for sure.
Did you want to be involved in a band at any stage? Did you want to be playing music?
I did for a while. Gave keyboards a bit of a go and sort of studied music for a while when I went to Melbourne. But I sort of soon came to the conclusion I wasn't going to be a really good muso. But at that time I was doing a lot of recording around Melbourne for community radio. Me and another guy used to do some live recording every Friday, Saturday night. We'd go down Lygon Street or somewhere like that, see who was playing, ask them if they mind us recording them to put them on radio. Yep. At that stage I was apart from the live recording, I was just doing in the lounge room of the house, down the house. But that was a bit of a pain because you had to turn off the fridge and you had to make sure everything was quiet and lock the dog in the shed, all this sort of thing. So then I made the decision at one stage, let's build a building and set it up in a proper building, which was probably around about 1983, I reckon I did that.
So this is, after being here for 5 years, you've decided to actually build a makeshift studio at your property. Did you have a lot of people jump in saying, we want to help with this project?
Only one, yeah, and that was a guy called Brian O'Keefe, who was also part of the original Bryag Bush Band. He poured the floor for out there on a stinking hot summer's day. Drank a few beers, mind you, doing it. But yeah.
It's level, right?
No, it's not. It's very uneven. It's got about 3 layers of carpet on it to try and even it out. But it served the purpose, Yeah.
Have you got any idea of how many musical acts you've had in here?
I've never kept any records, but it would be in the thousands, I reckon. Yeah.
Is there any particular genre of music you're more
Not really. I only really categorise music as good and bad.
Yep.
In other words, I either like it or I don't.
Yeah.
And most genres, anything from heavy metal. We've had a lot of young heavy metal bands in here.
Yep.
Not particularly my cup of tea in general.
Yep.
But what they sometimes lack, if they're school-age kids, they might lack a bit of talent and finesse, but they make up for with energy.
Yep.
So that I get a buzz off that. It's really good, and they've got new ideas. But anything from that through to rock and roll, jazz, it hasn't made big money, but it has paid for itself, which is probably a good thing. Yeah. And what I've made out of it, basically for many years, just sunk back into it.
Yeah.
In upgrading stuff, changing stuff. Hopefully getting better and better.
Every time we came out here, there was always some form of new gear. You had a new rack of
DAT
tapes.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
What have
You go back to the old analogue recorder, which is in the background there. That was good fun when it was current, but there was a lot of stuff you couldn't do, but it had a nice sound to it. And then as it sort of eventually went to digital, we put in ADAT machines, which were still a tape-based, but digital recording. Sound quality was just blew analogue right out of the water, It was just so clean and clear. Yeah. And then, of course, along came the screen-based stuff. Initially, just MIDI-based stuff, which I used an old Atari computer for a number of years for MIDI, which was, you know what MIDI is. Yep. It's sort of mainly drums and keyboards, but it's just digital information playing your instrument for you. And we used to link that up to, initially the analogue and then the later digital stuff, so you have the two things running in sync or running together as one. Whereas now you go to Pro Tools or some of these other screen-based programs, it's all in there. But I still run it basically through the desk when I do a mix mainly, because there's some things in the digital world are magnificent, sound good, easy to do. You can do stuff that you can't do in analogue. But you run it through the analogue and you just get a feel that it just sort of sounds warmer, sounds a bit nicer. Certainly a lot more tactile. You're not doing everything with a mouse. You can actually get your hands on and do stuff. Yeah, so I try and use the best of both worlds. There's been a lot of people come in and you just think, wow, There was a young guy, I'm just trying to think, Luke Plum. He was a young guy that came in with another guy. And Luke when he came in, was probably about 14, I think. And you could just see him every time he did a take. He put down a couple of songs, and every time he did a take, it was just better than the last take. You could just see him almost evolving in the 3 or 4 hours that he was here. He was just brilliant. He was just, you'd probably call him a virtuoso, I suppose. He played banjo and mandolin and stuff like that.
This has been continually running since '83.
I reckon about 1983, yep.
So it's safe to say this is probably the longest running, continuously running recording studio.
I think it probably would be.
In the country?
In Victoria, I don't know about the country, but could be, don't know.
Was that something you set out to do, or was that just...
No, it just happened. No. And it probably goes back to, 1980 I started doing the recordings in the house, in this building, probably 83. So it probably goes back to about 1980 on this property, if you like. Yeah. Most people have got their computer, they've got some sort of software on it. You can do all sorts of marvellous things without spending a lot of money. I think the days of the big production sort of really world-class, world-renowned bands are sort of gone. Like you guys, everything's gone to online. Nobody's particularly worried about the actual sound quality anymore. And I think the whole sort of thing sort of suffers to me, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of rubbish too.
Good old Wombat Road Studios. I think for anyone who's been a musician in this area over the last 40 years, you've most likely been out there and recorded. It was really great to go. I don't think I'd been out there for about 15 years, and he actually found an old recording of something I did with an old band back in the early 90s, and it was awesome to get our hands off it, but we're going to try and work out if we can actually get the stuff off the tape now because it's so old it's starting to disintegrate. And Mel found some of your work out there as well. There was a CD there entitled Acoustic Soup.
Yes, produced and recorded by Brian Baker.
Yeah.
Who was, from Gradual. Yeah.
Did you get to travel with that too? I remember you had a whole group of musicians and got everyone into the studio and recorded, and then you all went out and hit the road as well?
I think I did one gig. I did the Harvest Festival out at Mafra.
Right.
Yeah.
My brother Jason was on that CD. He was playing some percussion. He was on the tour.
Awesome.
Just a
No one told me about
looks
the tour.
like me, but skinnier. Yeah. Good guy. You got plenty of messages about. We know it went nuts when we
there's
put the
heaps.
photo up yesterday, but
Yeah, heaps. We've got one from Andrew Wishart, actually.
Yep.
Which is awesome. And he had his first recording session there in 1987.
wow.
Which is pretty cool. So
Which
that
would
was
have been when it was in the house as well.
Wow.
He was saying he had to turn the fridge off and everything just to make sure the background sound. Thank goodness he built the studio.
Yes.
I'd love to hear that recording.
So would I.
What else you got there, Mel?
Ronaldo, I'm thinking Ronaldo Jones,
Yep.
spent a day in 1994 at Wombat Studios with friends she still treasures deeply, so that's cool. So thanks for writing in, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Benny Garland's first band, The Negotiators, recorded their first EP there a decade ago. Cool.
Awesome, yeah.
Gay Sinclair did 3 albums with Barrie as well, so that's awesome. We've got lots of memories from out there, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Susan has sent in some photos from 1994 to the 2000s. Oh, look at this.
What have we got here? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, heaps right there. Susie Q, there she is. Yeah, it's amazing, like, the amount of people that have been through. Dino, how you going? Hope you're watching too. Crossy in the middle, I didn't recognise him there. Crossy, how are you?
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
He was recorded, there was a lot of tapes out there and a lot of CDs. I've spent a lot of time out of that studio, but spending the time there to do that story, what does it say?
That's his Bruce's custom CD on that. Oh, look, there's me.
There's you. Oh, what's that?
Look, I got a lovely little polishing cloth from Wombat Road. My experience there. So
They're very sought after, those polishing
Yes.
cloths. I think there was 2 on my left. Me and Tippett took them. They're fantastic.
awesome.
Well, that's awesome. We'll get people to keep getting in contact too, Mel.
Absolutely, please. Keep talking to us because we just love hearing from you. And actually, you know who we did hear from tonight? Firstly, my mum, who's awesome. She says, great show.
Yep.
So thanks, Mum. It's nice to know that you actually give a... Ooh, can I say
Rats.
that? Yes, good. And also Anita Henson, who was on our pilot,
Yes.
episode 0 for Live at Spectrum, has written in, and she was also on Acoustic Soup too.
Yeah, that's right, yep.
Yep. So she said, sounds awesome, Meg. So there you go, Meg. You've got some new fans.
We have some really impressive music around Gippsland. We're about to showcase some more to you right now. The next act is a trio that hail from the centre of Gippsland. They have a real great friendship, as you're about to see. They call themselves Rose Amongst, and you're also about to see that reason as well. Please welcome Rose Amongst.
Thank you. I wasn't to blame, but I tried to cover your shame. I offer myself instead as it all mess with your head. No more hurting and give up the fight, 'cause that chapter's over. Let me fix your damaged heart. And love can be a nasty game, damaged heart. And no two loves are the same, damaged heart. It didn't work, no one to blame, damaged heart. It's gone moving on. 'Cause it's what happens
we can deny this attraction. Who knows what will be if you give your heart to me. No more hurting and give up the fight, 'cause that chapter's over. Let me fix your damaged heart. Oh, love can be a nasty game, damaged heart. And not to love's our first thing, damaged heart. It didn't work, no one to blame, damaged heart. It's gone moving on. Play it first, Minnie. Oh, no more waiting and give up the fight, 'cause that chapter's over. Let me fix your damaged heart. Well, love can be a nasty game, damaged heart. And no two loves are the same, damaged heart. It didn't work, no one to blame, damaged heart. It's good, I'm moving on. Thank you very much. Just swap the guitar.
Right on, mate. Yep.
You just understood it's about you, knowing it would be sad but true. How strange it is to find your lost past, a friend dreaming, revealing at last. You're holding on, you're dealing with life as down to you. You're holding on, you face the pain, have grown from it too. You're holding on, you finally letting go of all your fears. To find out you were abused, innocent child. Your world's all messed up now, nothing you can do. As time goes by, you find the real you, piecing the puzzle of your childhood. You're holding on, you're dealing with life that's down to you. You're holding on, you face the pain, have grown from it too. You're holding on, you're finally letting go of all your fears, and feeling stronger as your life goes on. And you keep smiling, that's what you do best. You ask for answers from your angels above. Well, let it lay quiet now, put it to rest.
Rose Monks! Claire, Ning, awesome stuff. We've got to chat about this stuff. First question I've obviously got to ask, Rosa Monks, I take it that's short for Rosa Monks the Thorns. Who came up with the name? Did you come up with that one?
Maybe. Was it? Or was that your one?
Cherie, actually.
Oh, Cherie did.
My
Yes.
partner.
We had a couple of ideas whether we went with another name, Rosa Monks.
Yeah.
You know, between, Rose between.
So she made the observation there, fellas.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
feel about that?
Totally.
Got a problem with a head like mine, yeah. Of course. Pretty definitely. Not enough makeup for us.
You guys obviously blending very well with this group. How did you guys find yourself starting to play music together?
Well, I moved back to Gippsland, to Morwell, after 20 years of being around in Melbourne and doing the stuff. And I was only staying here for a little bit. You know, I've got beautiful parents that I'm looking after at the moment.
Yes.
I'm one of 11 children, so
Righto.
number 10. It's on my arm. So, and then I was from my first band, Troy Radford was playing with these guys, and then they said, "Come along, have a sing." So I played with the Cool Legends. What do they call the legend status?
Well, we were at that time, the All Stars, yeah.
The All Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times and we were pretty blown away, mate.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
A voice
Yeah,
like that,
but they just
go past it.
Working with legends like these, oh, hello.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the luckiest girl around.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
accommodating, I mean, these guys play a lot of different places. Where have you been playing around our region with
We've
this
been
outfit?
doing some private stuff as well. We do the Blues Cruise. We did that. That goes from Locksport.
Yep.
So we get, that's a lot of fun. Before the rush closed down again, we were there. You did some
Del Monte,
cafes,
Del
Del
Monte's in
Mondo's,
Traralgon.
in Traralgon. Yeah, well, it's just around, and then
Town Picks in Moe.
Yeah.
Leggy's Hotel in Moe.
good old leggies.
Just local music, mate.
Great opportunities
Yeah.
to play original music as well. Am I right in
Well-
saying that this is the first time you've performed these original songs?
These are my original songs
Yeah.
that I recorded.
Couple of
Yes.
chords at the start of the first.
I noticed, Sandy, you're good.
Keep going on, mate.
Yeah, so you've been playing them for ages.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of days, really. So they picked them. They wanted to work off my album, so that was really
Oh,
awesome.
this was an album you'd had out years gone by?
Yes. So it was 15 years ago, I think.
Okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah.
Has it brought back some memories?
Oh,
from-
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's great to be able to do them again. I started out doing them all acoustic, and then I had a band, I had management. It was awesome. It's moved on from there. I've written a couple of others since then.
Yeah.
But we were starting to write. So, that was it. We haven't got anything final. We've just started writing together.
So you are writing together as a three-piece?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Years kicking around, yeah.
What's the theme of the band, do you think? I don't want to say what genre you are, but what's the aim
Well, I can't
with
help
this
but
group?
sing big. I can't help it.
It's a great big voice. I like when you went for the big note in the middle. It's like one of those singing programs. I was waiting for the audience to go,
You can do that, audience. You can do that.
that was really cool. Yeah, it was the big moment there.
Yeah.
So like most bands, we've started off with covers.
Yep.
And we've got a pretty broad selection of covers
Yep.
that pretty much Claire likes to sing, or material she's done in the past.
Yeah.
Ideas that Sandy and I come along with, and then the original stuff of Claire's CDs.
We're actually going to be doing one cover next door, the one after that, mate.
Oh, for the bonus song after the
bonus
program
song.
tonight. That's
Don't
right.
give it away. It might be a
Bonus
Yeah, that's
CD
right.
track.
That's right.
Bonus CD track.
Sandy.
They'll be sing along.
Extra
The whole audience will be coming in for that one as well. You getting in on the songwriting process as well, Sandy?
Yeah.
I was speaking to a radio station the other day and they asked, Sandy Clark, does he write songs? I said, I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
Have you always been a songwriter?
No, not really. No.
No? Has this been a new
already-
opportunity then?
I'm more with the musical side of things rather than the chords, mate.
Yeah.
Rather than the lyrics, I usually rely on someone else for lyrics. But yeah,
That's why it works so well, because I'm not the musical side. I'll be the lyrics and melody.
Claire
But yeah,
writes
he comes up
a
with
good
some.
story. We put it to music, mate.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah, that's about it, really. That's what we can really do.
Do you is it like a real distinctive role? Like Claire is doing the lyrics, you're doing the chords, and Ning's just going off in the corner on his
Yeah,
own
that's usually the go, mate. That's how you find it.
Yeah. Can I go now? Can
Yeah.
I go now? Yeah.
Play it for us, Ning. I like that one as well. Yeah.
Well, it's new. It's early, so I think it's got a more. It's still got the bluesy. You can't get rid of the bluesy feel. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
everyone, it all comes back to the blues.
The blues is the
Yeah.
roots, the rest is the fruits, mate.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's all inspired by the blues, they say.
And it's got a bit of rock in there. Yeah.
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 Is there anything you've really been influenced by in the past or at the moment?
Well, at the moment, coming back and working with these guys and their history with blues, they've introduced me to so much, you know. And so, yeah, there's a lot of new influences there.
Yep.
And even going back to the past, like you think, wow, I haven't even heard that forever, you know, like Benny King or, I don't know. Can't just reel them off.
Yeah. Hey, you think, like we just had the story about Wombat Road Studios. Do you think about going and doing some recording?
Yeah, because all I'm doing is pressing it on my Mac.
Yeah.
It's not the best.
No, right.
At least I'm giving it a crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first recording out there. I started singing professionally with Accent, which is a legendary band around here.
Yep.
And they're still going, I can't believe it. Not that it was that long ago. But yeah, I remember thinking, oh my God, they're going to hear my heartbeat in that recording.
Yes.
It was really bad.
I can feel the energy in the room. It's not really nervous energy. I think I felt you were nervous before the show, but then you come on and it's turned into this big, powerful beast that's coming to the program now.
It's my favourite thing to do in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Yeah, what does it mean to you to be able to write your own songs and express yourself through music?
You can't explain the beauty of it. Like, it's such a treat. I don't know, to be able to live it and sing it and play it, and yeah. And I teach it as well. I teach vocals and vocal coach to be able to pull it out of someone else, but then to do your own. I don't know. How would you describe it?
How do you describe teaching?
No, singing your own stuff. It's like raw. It's real.
Well, when I sing my own stuff, I use typicals and tells me to turn it down. But no, it's pretty good. I'll give you a copy of Duns out my car.
Yeah, all right.
Mel, we've been getting some feedback online. What do you think of Rosa Monks?
Oh, love yous. Awesome. You know, always been a fan anyway. I mean, come on.
She's pretty good too.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get these two
Get
together.
the love fest going. All right.
The Sandy and Mel Love Fest. Here it goes.
We actually got a couple of messages in. A text message, we don't know who from, so hello, whoever you are. Lovely to see the legend Sandy Clark in his natural habitat.
Yes.
The legend Sandy. He just spends his time on the stage, yes. And Gerald, go Sandy, you rock old mate. And Michelle Rule, fabulous show, guys.
Great.
Beautiful. No worries. These guys are going to be coming back to finish off the show as well. Now, we have to start making plans for next episode, which is actually the last episode for Season 3 of Live at Spectrum. We're heading back to the West Gippsland Arts Centre, where we finished off Season 1. And Mel, I believe you went down there and got amongst the... been doing a bit of building there. You've been on the shovel, on the tools.
Well, look, I stayed away from the shovel because, I don't want to miss the hair.
No, of course not.
But I wasn't alone.
You wasn't alone. You went down to the West Gippsland Arts Centre and met some friends and started doing some work in preparation for the grand finale of Season 3 for Live at Spectrum. And you'll be back in a minute.
Billy!
Hello,
Billy Rockstar from the Weekend Rockstars.
Mel Pollard from Live at Spectrum.
What are you doing, Billy?
I got your message. Let's meet at West Gippsland Arts Centre. We got to get to work on finalising everything.
Yeah, finalising everything for the finale.
That's right, Mel. There's plenty of work to be done here before the season finale of Live at Spectrum, at which the Weekend Rockstars will be performing. You'll need a hard hat, Mel.
Do they even know you don't work here?
Ah, but I am working here, Mel. What do you think the shovel's for? Nothing like a bit of hard work to make you feel alive. Oh, Splinter. Is there a nurse on site?
The Live at Spectrum season finale will be happening right here at the newly developed West Gippsland Arts Centre. On Sunday, the 4th of November at 7:30 p.m, we'll be featuring 3 amazing artists: Imogen Price, the Weekend Rockstars, and Jack Jones. It'll be West Gippsland Arts Centre's opening weekend, so if you want to be a part of our studio audience for this huge event and be one of the first to revisit this amazing venue, go to our website. We'd love you to be a part of it.
Think we'll call it a day, Mel. Can you carry this? It's me lucky shovel.
You're lucky if I don't shove it up your ass.
Tickets are going fast, so don't delay. Register at live@spectrum.com.au to be part of our live studio audience for the final show of 2018. It's going to be grass.
There it is, Mel. Wow, how was the acting on that? That was Academy Award-winning stuff. Reminded me of Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand. It's wonderful. Well done, Mel.
Yeah, thank you. I actually checked myself into Over Actors Anonymous.
And well done to Billy Weir too. He matched your acting chops. Mel, it was really great. Look, we are really excited about the grand finale of Live at Spectrum. We've got some amazing artists. The Weekend Rock Stars haven't played together, I don't think, since about the early 90s. They had some hits there in the 80s. So to get them together is going to be a real coup. They're going to be very exciting. Imogen Price is a singer-songwriter from Phillip Island who's making the track up to Central Gippsland at the West Gippsland Arts Centre. She's amazing. You're going to love her voice and her guitar stylings. And also, it's been 3 years of stalking, and we finally got him. Jack Jones is going to be on the grand finale of Live at Spectrum. Have we actually told him that yet?
Hope so.
We better send him a message. We can't wait. If you would like to be involved in that audience, obviously get online now, get to the website and get the audience tickets booked in. It is free, but the seats are limited and I don't think there's many seats left either. So have you booked your seat, Mel? No. Oh, you work on the show, don't worry. You'll be right. You'll be right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the last time tonight, Rose Amongst.
This one is called Painted Skin, written for my little brother, who's now watching over us in heaven.
You compromise the life, feelings and thoughts. You forward an image with power and force. Well, physical strength overtakes the power within. You challenge yourself with trouble and with sin. A talent for survival, it will come to an end. You walk alone in your life without a friend. Made up of flesh of steel, oh, you have a heart of gold. Have you forgotten to feel is the damage to your soul? Mask it all with angry eyes, with pain and skin. Your love wears disguise, with angry eyes and pain and And how did it all begin? The story's told by pictures on your skin. Pictures on your skin. Mask it on with angry eyes, with pain and skin. Your love wears disguise, with angry eyes and pain
I'll let you get with your buddy there. Keep that applause going and thank our artists tonight. Rose and Muggs. Thank you to Meg Doherty. Thank you to Barrie Clissold from Wombat Road Studios. We'll see you next time for our grand finale of Live at Spectrum at the Western Plan Art Centre. Good night.